So you want to know what happened in those 33 and a half years? As I said, I had a successful career in aerospace. But I wasn't out of teaching but 6 months. And next thing you know, I was teaching after-work classes at Martin Marietta for Valencia Community College. And when they gave me English Lit, out came Beowulf and Brave New World. I had the books, I even had the jokes and the puns in the margin. I even used some of the jokes that I stole from you and gave you black stars for them when I was teaching college. I mean, that's really pretty bad, but I did. By the way, did you see Beowulf became a blockbuster movie? But, you know, come on. Angelina Jolie for Grendel's mama? I admit, you know, I did offer certain advantages for the males in the audience, but we all know, come on, Grendel's mama is a ravening hag that lives at the bottom of a loathsome pool, lying in wait for unwary epic heroes that are stupid enough to dive down there in an attempt to avenge the grisly mutilation and gory murders of their faves. Angelina Jolie. In the 1980s, I joined the Society for Technical Communication, or STC. My part-time teaching career continued as well as I moved on to be an adjunct for Florida Southern, University of Central Florida, and most recently, Webster University. Not surprisingly, my work with STC has also centered on educational outreach at both the college and the high school level. So at the end of the day, I guess you're figuring it out. I never really stopped. All right, we rewind the clock and walk down that road in the yellow wood. My career began as a technical writer and editor, working on technical reports, competitive proposals, and various marketing collaterals. Later, as a task leader, supervisor, and ultimately, when I was no longer productive, a manager of teams of writers, graphic specialists, photographers, videographers, trade show specialists, advertising experts, and media relations specialists. For the technical part, I fell back on my biochemistry major from college, and for the media and marketing, I fell back on journalism. There we go. We actually have a position open in our photography department. Probably the most significant thing I've worked on over the years is proposals. Aerospace proposals are fiercely competitive, and they are also fiercely large. The largest one I worked on as a lead editor was 27,000 pages. And that was back in the days before you did it potpourri style. Proposals come with deadline pressure and massive overtime. On that proposal, I had 6 consecutive weeks over 100 hours, peaking at 124 and a half. I have dealt with aerospace proposal pressures in pretty much the same way I dealt with deadline pressures back with potpourri at Cocoa Beach High. Teamwork, and, of course, humor. And on that 27,000-page proposal, I created this metaphor, which was apropos of our situation. I even came to work once dressed like this. The engineers were complaining, you know, the Alamo thing didn't really come out so good, you know, that everybody got slaughtered. And so we looked around at the stacks of paper piled up this high and said, your point is? We actually did have a happy ending, though, in the form of a $6 billion contract. I've worked on 4 proposals of 20,000 pages and up, each worth $5 billion or more. And the 5th one is presently in evaluation. I'm pleased to say I'm 4 for 4. I'm not so pleased to say I wasn't on commission. But in any case, when we win number 5, then I'm cashing in the good old 401k. Actually, it's 201k now, but whatever. And head for the rocking chair at the Chattahoochee Home for English teachers and proposal writers, where I hope that you will bring me my beer. My work with STC led to most of the professional writing that I have done outside of aerospace proposals, press releases, and marketing collaterals. In '97, I co-authored a college textbook that led me to become the only non-engineer to win Author of the Year honors at Lockheed Martin. I also authored several articles for professional journals, one of which drew more hate mail than any other article in the history of the journal. So, don't it? So, outside aerospace and STC, what have I been doing the past 33 and a half years? Well, as you can see, I have dabbled in many different things, and I've worked much too closely over the years with graphic specialists. You may remember Rob McGrath. He had a talent, but there's got to be a couple screws loose, as you can see. So they're responsible for all of that.